Hey guys, it's Chris Singh here, back from C&H Small Engine. I got another review here for a job we were doing here for a customer of mine from a while back. The job here is a Sears Craftsman 4 stroke engine. It's a front rubber paddle design here. It's not a two-stage design. This is actually an odd type out there on the market. They don't make them no more. I think they made them back in, like 2003, 2004. That's when a customer told me he originally bought it for him. And as most people know, the company's out of business since I think it's 08, 09, I believe. And it's getting hard to find some of these parts of the older engines out there, like this one right here. But we had to get his machine. He wanted to have the thing summarized basically because he used it this past year, and he brought it back to me because he brings it back to me every single year for the past, about six years already, since something about 2008, I think. And get it all cleaned up for him. We took the top of the shroud off on the top of the engine up here. As you see, they have a shroud on these things, plus they have your standard metal shroud underneath as well too. And he had a rat's nest underneath the one part right there for that, because this thing's in storage for most of the time out there, and because of that, you can get animals and go up inside there and make a nest and stuff like that. So that's why you always got to have your snowblower checked out before you actually use it. And I always recommend after you have it checked out and put away for storage, you should always wrap the engine up with some kind of a bag to prevent any animals from getting up inside there. Also, try to keep it in a secure, dry, non-damp environment, preferably a shed or something like that you can keep animals out of, from, because you don't want any wetness getting on your engine. You don't want to have any animals getting inside your engine as well too, because I've seen machines that had all the wires chewed up inside the engine, like your rope. I've seen your keel wire chewed up, a few other keel wires. Some of these machines have a lot of wires up under the shroud, whether you got lights or you get optional accessories like your stars and stuff like that. I even seen ones that had the wire for your ignition module down to your spark plug chewed straight through underneath the shroud. And because of that, the thing wouldn't start, and you need a new coil, and they're about 80 some bucks on some of these machines out there for that. So always recommend that you have your machine, before you put it away, make sure it's completely dry and put it in a dry environment, plus wrap the entire engine up with some kind of a bag, maybe a double layer, maybe put one or two bags on top, and put a real big zip tie around the whole outside on there, and just make sure it's completely secure, because you don't want any animals getting up inside there and causing a mess. Because if you pull it out next summer, or actually not next summer, or next winter, and you try to use it and you can't use it, and you get a foot of snow out in your driveway, you're gonna be really sorry about that. You're really hating that right there off the bat. This guy's machine, like I said before, we did the main service on our Ford. Let me see my sheet here. I think we did everything on our Ford. We did the engine tune-up, shroud inspection, cleaned out the top on her. He only had a little bit of debris underneath there, and did that stuff on there. And it only took about an hour to do that work on her for this job, so it wasn't a real bear on her for that. We had to replace a bolt on the back up here. I'm going to replace two of them actually. On the left handle right there, you see what the knob is. We replace that. And he had another bolt, and the nut was missing on the bottom lower control armor as well too on her for that. And you should always maintain, or I should say, you should always check out your augers in the front down here as well too, because they have rubber augers on these machines. This one right here, and this one's all the rubber pieces are riveted on there, as I believe, on here, and because of that, the only way to replace them is to replace the entire auger assembly, and they're quite expensive out there for that. And you should always let me see what else. Check your gas tank out. Make sure the gas tank's completely bone dry before you use it. Check your carburetor, and underneath here as well too, you should always check your belts. This one only has one belt underneath there, so it's basically relatively easy to do that. But some of these belts can be an absolute pain in the ass to get on or get off because of their design. And always check your belt. Make sure your belt's in good shape. Make sure your primer bulb's in good shape, your primer line, all that stuff like that on her for that. And basically just give it a good thorough check over before you use it and before you put it away. This guy, he brought it to me last week, and he just wanted to have it done right now rather than wait until end of this year. So we just did it real quick for him, no problem. It took about an hour and a half to do it anyway. So he's all ready to go right now. And This is the 4-stroke powered single stage. It actually has the engine is almost designed for a summer application, like your lawnmower, tractor, stuff like that. It's basically a summer application engine, probably made for the winter application, I should say, because some of these machines they can be converted over for different applications out there for that, and this one is one of those such as it is. So if anybody has any questions about something like this maybe, or something else similar to this, you can either call me here, or you can leave me a detailed questions on my page here as well too, and I'll try to answer any questions that you may have about your machine. I'll see you guys.